mentioned not only being a part of the covenant community, but you also mentioned the danger of withdrawing once a person comes to know Jesus, of withdrawing from the wider community.
Yeah.
How do we help people get and stay involved in the wider community around them?
Yeah, actually, we realize this. Sri Lanka, the Christians have been persecuted quite a bit in the last 20 years. And we realized one of the reasons is when a person, as one pastor told me, when somebody becomes a Christian, he becomes a bad neighbor because he's in church morning, evening, every time he's free, he's in church with the church community. And there is no, they alienate themselves from the community. So I think what is very important is teaching people to go into the community. What does it mean to be salt and light? What does it mean to be east in society? And that is something that we also, I think, little by little, we began to realize that. I remember when we first started working with non-Christians, a lot of our focus was on persecution from your own family. Later, we realized, yes, we have to talk about that, but we also have to talk about relating to your own family. How can you relate to your parents? How is your relationship with your parents? So when we disciple young people, we tell our disciples, always ask about their family life. Always see that they are applying Christianity to their family life. So I think there is an emphasis that has to come in our teaching that deals with this.
What does, outside of the obvious, the physical persecution, what does that persecution look like in your cultural context? You mentioned the family. That's how we previously had gone about it. But can you describe a little bit for us, or help us to see how persecution works out in your specific context?
Again, it depends on whether you're in a rural context or in an urban context. In an urban context, it's a little less, but people tend to see, they are very upset that people have betrayed their religion because they associate nation and religion are associated together. And those who leave the nation's religion are considered bad Sri Lankans. So there is that shame of having betrayed. That's much more in the town, in the villages. Because in the village, the temple, the Buddhist temple is considered an integral part of the structure of the village. And when a Christian home is established in the village, it's like an encroachment. These people have come and illegally taken over our land. And when a church is built, it's even more serious because this is sacred space for them, which has been invaded by others. So when you start building something, very often they stop you from building the church. They throw stones, they assault the people, and buildings are a very serious thing. So we recommend that people don't put boards and things like that at the start. Later on, once they are an established community, usually it takes about 10 years for a Christian community to be established fully in an area, in a village. And during those first 10 years, especially the first 5 years, there's going to be a lot of attack, a lot of slander, various problems that happen. And a lot of people give up because of that. Not lots, some give up. After some time, it's just too much. But others stick to it, go through immense pain, but they make it. And then little by little, they become accepted by the community. The community realizes that what people told us about Christians is not true. They also seem to be truly committed to people and caring and things like that. So it takes time for that.